she's so fine. Hell of her, blows my mind. Hell of her, lights my day.
What's good, guys? This is an update regarding the Mikayla Miller situation coming out of Hopkinton, Massachusetts. I did a video yesterday regarding that, and I will link it in the description box for those that missed it. On April the 17th, 2021, there was some sort of an altercation, and allegedly Mikayla Miller was jumped by 4 or 5 white teens, one of whom's father is either current law enforcement or former law enforcement. They being these teens, these white teens, tied Mikayla to a tree where she was found by a jogger on Sunday, April the 18th. Now, one of her family members had commented regarding that video and said she wasn't lynched. She wasn't hanging from the tree. She was tied to the tree. So there's that. A little bit about Mikayla. She wasn't a troublemaker. She wasn't in trouble with the law. She wasn't doing anything wrong. She was a gifted academically. She was a student athlete. Had never been in a fight in her life. Now, when the state trooper, Sean O'Brien, came to investigate the incident, he told Mikayla's mother that it was a suicide, trust him. Also, he said, something along the line of, you really don't want your daughter's sexuality brought out. Mikayla Miller is gay, was gay, and there was apparently no police report made. A lot of shoving stuff under the rug. But what happens is that rug gets so big that you start tripping over it. And that's what's happening in this situation. Now they're starting to trip on all the shit they shoved up under the rug. So this does appear to be a cover-up. It still appears to be a cover-up. Now, I want to thank my subscriber D. Walsh for sending me an update on this, because CBS locally in the Boston area has picked the story up now. And I'm going to show you that video now.
Tonight, a call for answers after the sudden death of a 16-year-old girl in Hopkinton. The district attorney is investigating tonight, but initially ruled it was not suspicious. But as Ken McLeod explains, her family thinks there's much more to this story.
On Thursday, here in Hopkinton near the marathon starting line, a grieving family will gather to mourn the death of a 16-year-old. But at the same time, they'll accuse authorities of a cover-up. Simple flowers mark the spot where Mikayla Miller was found 2 Sunday mornings ago, hanging from a tree along this trail off West Main Street, which runs back to the apartments where she lived.
This is just an unimaginable loss.
But in the days that followed, Mikayla's mom fueled a social media firestorm with this post, accusing police of turning a blind eye to the kids who she says bullied, ambushed, and murdered her daughter. It was a post that drew angry online support from people claiming the teen was lynched because she was black or gay or both.
The idea that we would be not investigating bullying or a murder as the allegation is just not true.
Mikayla was a student athlete at Hopkinton High, which is almost entirely white. And while the DA's office indicated early on that her death was not suspicious, perhaps meaning it was a suicide, they acknowledge a relationship breakup the day before triggered a fight.
We know it was an altercation among people who were known to each other.
What investigators do not have yet is a full report from the medical examiner, but they're still interviewing folks and say they've updated Mikayla's family every few days.
And to lose a child and then to think that everything is not being done to find out what happened is a terrible thing.
The DA says she regrets that forensics are taking so long, but says more time is a must to know for certain what led up to such a tragic Sunday morning along this trail.
We want to get to the right answer for Mikayla.
The DA says her investigation will be transparent and complete. Tonight on the phone, Mikayla's mother and aunt declined an interview, telling me we'd learn everything we needed to know at Thursday's vigil.
There's an amazing activist that comes out of the Boston area, Monica Cannon Grant, and she has an organization there, Violence of Boston, Inc. I highly respect her. I was getting a lot of my information off of Twitter from her, and she is a reliable source. She ain't no bullshit. So they had the funeral for Mikayla Miller, even though the body is still with the medical examiner's office, and that's what the holdup is. They went ahead and had a funeral, which I had never heard of anyone doing that. So I don't know if that's a commonality there in that area, but I had never heard that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just different for me. And the holdup is the medical examiner's office and a cause of death. Now, that's what they said on the front end. Now, according to this video, the holdup is processing the scene. So, you know, they're just passing the buck, honestly. But there is a holdup. At least they admit that. Now, the principal of the school really struck a nerve with me when he made the announcement to the students over the loudspeaker or an email that they should focus on how Mikayla lived and not how she died. No, yes, we do need to know how she died. That is very important. That's bullshit that he says that. Because it is very important to know how she died. Because if someone needs to be punished, they need to be punished. So, that really struck a real nerve with me. Now, the rally vigil is set for Thursday of this week, May the 6th. It is going to be held at the starting point for the Boston Marathon, and it starts at 4:30. If you're in that area, please attend that. That's crucial. Please attend that. Pressure bust pipes. Pressure bust pipes. So if you have the extra time to spare and you want to make some phone calls, I have these numbers on the screen for you to do so. I've done it, been doing it, and will continue to do it. But I just wanted to bring this update, and after the rally on Thursday, I will do another update, because I'm sure there's going to be some new information that comes out after that rally of great importance. So, let's not let this be a cover-up. Let's catch it before they start shoving stuff under the rug. Let them trip on their own stuff that they've shoved under there. But let's not let us get tripped up on it. I'm going to end the video on that note. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.